Hey everybody, Chris here. Looks like Dogecoin's heating up. We're going to talk about that in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when my new videos come out, as well as when I have live streams. We had a good trading week in crypto. We'll take a look at the Bitcoin ETFs and how accumulation of Bitcoin has led to Bitcoin going up. But what about altcoins and Dogecoin? Let's get into it. Let me show you the charts on the news. I'll show you what I'm looking at. We start here looking at the current Dogecoin chart. As I'm recording this, 18.26. That's right. Yesterday, we did have some up and down pricing of Doge coming up to about 18.5, retesting 18 cents before last night, shooting up over 19 cents. So what are we seeing? We are seeing rising highs, higher highs, but then profit taking happens, right? That happened overnight. Dogecoin came back and retested 18 cents again. So looks like a good solid support line is being created here before moving higher. If we look at Bitcoin, similar thing to Bitcoin happening at 94K. We did have a run up yesterday to 95.8, almost 96K before drifting back down later in the afternoon and overnight. But again, re-exploring 94K as a new base as Bitcoin moves higher. So what does this look like? Overall, crypto sentiment is recovering. Over the weekend, liquidity risks remain. So that is what we have. And we see there can be dips that happen. Typically, we see them on Sundays. So look for that. Again, these are buying opportunities, and I called that out on X this morning, is like we see these dips as they happen. People wondering, hey, Chris, when are we going to see dips? What's an ideal dip? And I tell you, like, look at these dips to $16.99, $17.99, and now as we go up higher, like, oh, I want to wait until it drops back down to 12 cents. Well, I don't think that's happening, and we'll show you why I believe that. But right now, the sentiment is improving. The risk appetite appears to return among crypto investors this week. U.S. President Donald Trump adopted a softer tone, saying that import tariffs on Chinese goods may come down substantially. That's what we're waiting for the big boom when that news comes out. But for now, the sentiment is turning. So crypto investors may have maxed out on tariff-related fears. I know some of you still think there's this overarching idea of a coming recession or something, and I've always been against that, and I've always said, no, this is all just fears of what tariffs may do, and this is why Trump isn't happy with Jerome Powell, because he's saying, well, I'm not going to lower interest rates because of what tariffs may do, instead of looking at the actual data of what is actually happening. Still pretty low chance that the FOMC, Fed, is going to lower interest rates in the next meeting here coming up in early May. But we will see right now. Many remain uncertain about where things are headed over the next month or so. It also seems like markets were just waiting for the slightest signal we're back in the game. So are we back in the game? Trader Allen saying, look, on Bitcoin goes on these long-term ups and downs, big up and down swings in this overall upward channel, and this is over 3 years now. So where would the next target be? Well, according to Allen, it's like 117K. As we saw the bottom of this current dip that we had here in the first quarter of 2025, we reached that extreme fear, and then the sentiment is turning around and the market is heading up. Will it head straight up like this? No, there will be up and down movements just like we've had before. But overall, that's what's happening. So why is crypto market going up? Well, what about altcoin season, right? What about altcoin season? So we've talked about this turnaround, and it's really, again, the big drops that we had were those fear of tariffs, right? And yes, sentiment was definitely down, but it's moving back up. We have a new SEC chair, Paul Atkins. He's made some strong positive comments about blockchain technology. He owns and understands crypto. So we're going to see what the new SEC looks like. Meanwhile, in Bitcoin, we've had huge buying of the ETFs on Bitcoin. It's been an amazing week, and investors would not be buying this if they did not believe the sentiment has turned around, and we're going to see more positive buying of Bitcoin. And also the Ethereum ETFs had a daily net inflow of over $100 million. So even the ETH ETFs are having buying. Is this the type of response that we could see with Dogecoin ETFs when those finally happen? Because they are in the works, and eventually we're going to have them. But we do see big selling of these ETFs as well when the market sentiment goes down and there is risk. So we have to be ready for that as well. So while Bitcoin and Ethereum are taking the lead, meme coins are also experiencing a healthy rally. Coins like Bonk jumped about 17%. The Trump token, we talked about the Trump thing and this dinner and all of that. It's actually had a bit of a sell-off, but now is moving back up. And even Pepe, big run on Pepe, the meme coin frenzy, is injecting additional hype into the entire industry. Overall, and the fear and greed index, we're up to 65, which is greed. Last week, we were at 32, which was fear. Amazing how 1 week can totally turn around in the market. So the market is appearing strong, upbeat, encouraging statements from the SEC, heavy investment via ETFs, new rally in meme coins. So again, high greed can sometimes lead to sudden corrections, so be ready for those. Important for investors to watch the news, sector signals, overall global trends, and we keep up with those here on the channel. My next live stream is going to be Sunday afternoon, so come join me, 4 o'clock p.m. East Coast time, for the next live stream, and we will sum up what happened over the weekend and look forward to the week ahead for then. But meanwhile, altcoins. Are altcoins about to explode? In 2021, we had a similar kind of structural setup in trading where late 2020, we started to have a big run, and then there was a 30% correction before going higher. Here, we had, in 2024, a big run. That was, again, right after the election, and we've had this 40% correction. Now, is this the next move in altcoins? That's right. Everyone's waiting for altcoin season. Is that going to hit? I'm not so sure we're going to have a true altcoin season, but the charts could say, risk on, let's buy, let's all get on board our favorite alts. Well, Bitcoin does its thing. We could see that. What does this mean for Dogecoin? Well, Dogecoin, again, very similar kind of trading has happened. 4-year cycles we talk about, and here we are still in this 4th cycle where we did have a breakdown. We had breakdowns in previous cycles also before Dogecoin traded up much higher. This is the breakdown, shakes out the weak hands. New buyers will come in when the greed and the sentiment hits, the FOMO comes in, which could lead to a massive bull run. That would be fire. That would be the first sign things are heating up, right? That would be the first sign. Dogecoin has reclaimed 18 cents. What are the key price scenarios to watch from here? Again, bullish breakout, Bitcoin correlation. There's a lot of that going on with Doge as well. And Doge determined to take charge of the meme coin buzz in the broader cryptocurrency market. We're looking at the House of Doge and what they are building. A great time for them to be building, as well as the ETF applications that are in the United States. We know we have some ETPs already trading on Doge, but these ETFs in the United States, they're with the SEC. Paul Atkins, pro-crypto. Dogecoin ETFs get approved. That could have a huge impact on Doge's price outlook in the long term. That's right, in the long term, not just the short term. As far as what Trader Allen looks at for Doge, Doge has confirmed a trend reversal from downtrend to uptrend. This Doge reversal features a trend line breakout, a retest back to the trend line, and then an upward trend continuation after the retest. And we have been watching that over the past week plus here on this channel. We've been watching these retests happen of different levels. This is looking like a confirmed breakout. Overall, Dogecoin from 18 cents now looks like it might be starting something bigger. Structure is building naturally, candle by candle. The momentum doesn't seem random. Breakout from consolidation, that's exactly how it looks through the lens of momentum and EMAs. Key resistance, 24 cents. That's right here. That would be the key big resistance that we will be looking at. There's a shorter term time frame of 21 cents here, but the bigger one will be 24. If we reach it at the current pace, this could just be the beginning for Doge. It won't go straight up, right? There will be opportunities to buy on dips, but again, those dips we may see getting higher and higher. Does that mean we don't have something that comes back once we hit the 20s to come back and retest 18? We could see that, depending again on the news. It's news dependent is what it is. It's not anything technical analysis, fib retracements, or anything like that. It'll be news dependent. On one hand, sentiment's still a little cautious, and that's true. But on the other hand, markets don't wait for the latecomers. Wouldn't be surprised if the next impulse turns into a FOMO chase. This move is just heating up. So that's the potential that Dogecoin has coming up. As I'm recording this now, Dogecoin's still in the 1820s. Again, we just had 19-cent Doge here last night. Came back, retest 18, and then move higher. That would be the classic move. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Dogecoin heating up? Are you starting to feel that? Give the video a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.